Hello friends, welcome to Apex Career Classes. In this video we are going to discuss another theory. This theory is given by Pavlov, Ivan Petrovich Pavlov, and his theory is known as classical conditioning theory. Okay, this theory is also known as CR theory, or you can call it conditioned response theory. It is also known as CR theory. Okay, so let's start. Our first question is, Pavlov was from Russia. He was a Russian psychologist, but at first he was not a psychologist, he was a physiologist. Okay. Our next question is, here is the question that I talked about. Pavlov was writer, philosopher, educationist or physiologist? Here you must remember, Pavlov was neither educationist nor philosopher nor writer. He was just a physiologist at first. Pavlov was a physiologist and he was from Russia. Okay. Our next question is, conditioned reflex is written by? Pavlov wrote a very popular book, and this book is known as Conditioned Reflex. And just for this book, his theory of conditioning response is also known as conditioned reflex theory. It is also known conditioned reflex theory. Okay, CR theory, conditioned reflex theory, CR theory, or you may call it classical conditioning theory or classical bond theory. Our next question is, classical conditioning theory of learning is related to? As I have just told you, this theory that we will call CR theory, classical conditioning theory, conditioned response theory or conditioned reflex theory. This theory of learning is given by the physiologist who later got converted into a psychologist, Ivan Petrovich Pavlov, or you may call it E.V. Pavlov. Okay, so the correct answer is Pavlov. Pavlov gives this theory of classical conditioning theory. Let's go for next question. Who initiated conditioning? Pavlov is considered to be the founder of conditioning, or you may call it founder of conditioning. And the question is same, who initiated it? It means answer will be Pavlov. Pavlov's theory is known as conditioning theory, or you can say conditioned reflex theory or CR theory, and he is the father of conditioning. He initiated conditioning at first. Okay. Our next question is, the theory of learning founded by Pavlov is? Here the name of the theory given by Pavlov is asked. First option is assimilation. This one is wrong. Second one is conditioned response. It means CR theory. This one is right answer, because the correct answer is conditioned response theory. Okay, or you may call it classical conditioning theory. Our next question is, Conditioned response theory is the, you have four options: theory of intelligence, theory of learning, theory of motivation, and theory of teaching. This theory of here you must understand SR theory, CR theory, reinforcement theory, and all other theories related to behavior comes under the theories of learning. So the correct answer here is theory of learning, option B. Option B is correct answer. CR theory, it means conditioned response theory, is related to theory of learning. Okay. Our next question is, Pavlov experimented his theory on a dog. Okay. Actually, Pavlov kept the dog, and in this theory, Pavlov every day just ringed a bell and then he served meal to this dog. It means at first Pavlov gave meal to this dog and the dog dropped saliva, and then the Pavlov added the sound of bell to this meal, and after pressing the bell, Pavlov gave meal to this dog and the dog dropped saliva, and later the meal was not presented, only the bell was pressed. Out of that, dog dropped saliva. Okay. In this way, you can remove bad habits from a child, like Pavlov extincted this meal here, and you may create relation with something another, or you can say another object. It means you can improve the bad habits of children by this theory. And here you must remember, in the theory of Pavlov, it goes like first meal and here saliva, then the sound of bell plus meal, the dog dropped saliva again. Now meal was removed, but the dog felt that the food is going to be served, so does it dropped saliva. In this theory, meal is unconditioned stimulus. Meal is unconditioned stimulus, and here bell is conditioned stimulus. Here saliva is unconditioned response, because in these two stages, or you can say in these two steps, the dog dropped saliva for meal, it was not for bell. That's why it is considered to be unconditioned response. But when dog dropped saliva for a conditioned stimulus, here bell is conditioned stimulus, then the saliva is conditioned response. Sometimes questions are asked from here like bell is, or he asks you meal is, and so on. Okay? Pavlov experimented on a dog. So the correct answer is option B. Our next question is the reason of watering in mouth of the name of tamarind will be known by. Here option A is gestalt, option B is stimulus response, third one is trial and error, and fourth one is operant conditioning. Okay? Here you must understand, you may break the relations from a particular object by conditioning. So the reason of dropping saliva after getting some kind of food that is delicious, or the food that you like the most, and you feel water in your mouth, it is just because of conditioning. And this conditioning is introduced by Pavlov. This conditioning is introduced by Pavlov, and Pavlov's theory is known as conditioned reflex theory, or you may call it conditioned response theory. So the correct answer will be conditioned response theory. All the options given here are wrong. Okay, it is just a typing mistake. Right will be conditioned response theory, or you may call it classical conditioning. Okay, if we will correct it, we may write it classical conditioning in option B, D. That will be the correct answer, classical conditioning. Operant conditioning theory is given by Skinner. It is not the correct answer. Okay, correct answer is classical conditioning. Our next question is, a student of first class is afraid of all the teachers after getting beaten once. It means a teacher beat the child once, and now he is afraid of each and every teacher. It is just because of conditioning. What is the reason? Here the reason is same, conditioning. So the answer will be social learning theory wrong. This one is right, B, conditioned response theory. Gestalt theory is also wrong, and theory of cognitive development is also wrong. Theory of Gestalt was introduced by Max Wertheimer. Here Kohler plays a very important role, and another person was Kafka. And theory of cognitive development was given by Jean Piaget. He is the initiator. Out of that, Vygotsky and Jerome Bruner also worked on cognitive development. Okay. Our next question is, in the theory of conditioned response by Pavlov, at first food was served, then sound was produced. It is wrong, because what I have told you, first bell, then meal. It is the correct sequence. Second option is, at first sound was produced, then food was served. This one is right. At first sound, then meal, and the dog dropped saliva for meal. Third one is, sound and food was presented together. It is also wrong. Here sound was produced first and meal was presented later. Fourth option, only food was served. It is also wrong. Okay, so the correct option is option B here. Next question is, in Pavlov's conditioning, sound produced before serving food is called. It means he is talking about bell. What do we call bell here? First one is conditioned stimulus, second one is unconditioned stimulus, third one is delayed stimulus, fourth one is sound stimulus. Here are two types of stimulus as I have told you previously. Here bell is conditioned stimulus and meal is unconditioned stimulus. Here bell is conditioned stimulus and meal is unconditioned stimulus. Okay, so the correct option will be option A. Option A is right here. Our next question is, in Pavlov's experiment, food is called in the language of conditioning. It means now he is asking, what do we call food? First option is conditioned stimulus. It is wrong because conditioned stimulus here is bell. Second one is unconditioned stimulus. This option is right. Here meal is unconditioned stimulus. Third question is conditioned response. It is not response, it is stimulus. Okay, response is saliva. When saliva is dropped for meal, it is known as unconditioned stimulus, and when the saliva is dropped for bell, it is known as conditioned response. Okay, it means when the saliva is for an unconditioned stimulus, then the response will be unconditioned, and when the response is for a conditioned stimulus, then the response will be conditioned. So the correct option here is option, the question is about food, option B, unconditioned stimulus. Okay, our next question is, bad habits can be improved by. Here you have options rebuking and scolding. Basically rebuking and scolding both are synonyms. Second option is accusation, third one is conditioning, and the fourth one is all of these. As I have told you, we can remove bad habits by Pavlov's theory. Like here meal was improved. It means when there is a condition, we can remove a particular bad habit. Like Pavlov removed food and the response was directly associated to bell. It means the particular habit of a person can be associated to another object. It means it can be improved by Pavlov's theory. Then the answer will be conditioning here. Okay, according to Pavlov, when there is a conditioning, you can improve the bad habits of children. Our next question is, use of audio visual aids is based on the theory of. You have four options. First one is Kohler, second one is Thorndike, third option is Pavlov, and fourth one is Skinner. Here you must remember that use of audio visual aids is also based on conditioned response theory. It means answer will be Ivan Petrovich Pavlov, option C. Okay, so we shall discuss some more important questions on some another theory. Till then, keep watching. Thank you very much.